result today. What are your thoughts post-match?
Yeah, very disappointed that we didn't manage the game better and see it out. Felt we should have won it. We defended down the left-hand side poorly in 2 moments and didn't defend the cross well, but we shouldn't have allowed the crosses in first and foremost. And then to get 2 headers from those positions, not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, you got yourself into a strong position. Lovely goal by Sam Hoskins, 17 for the season. Hoskins had a good chance to make it 2-0 denied at close range. So the game was there to be won, wasn't it?
Yeah, at 1-0 I felt we had opportunities to go and put it to bed, but didn't. But we still should manage the game better, and that's the thing that I felt certainly today. We've got to stand up and be strong and manage the game loads better than we did in the end.
What are your thoughts overall, John? Because is it a bit of a slump now for Northampton? That's just a couple of wins now in 10 starts. Mm-hmm. You need to regain your mojo. That's the word that's being used. You've got to regain that early season initiative.
We've got to be better all over, individually and collectively, and we've got to be better, like I said, in managing the game in those moments. I think it's all too soft at the moment, and starts with me making sure we get it right as of Monday.
Well, do you see this as a kind of opportunity to kind of reboot? You've now got a week before you go to Colchester, a chance to sit down and talk about things. I'm sure you've had a frank exchange post-match with the players.
Yeah, we've spoken in that. Players have spoken, I've spoken, and start and get it right from Monday onwards.
I'm not going to make excuses for you because you've had a lot of injuries to deal with. It doesn't help you. Will you have any players that weren't available today maybe back in time for the Colchester game in a week's time?
I think potentially maybe one, but not really. I'm not going to make excuses. We shouldn't lose that today. We should win that today, and unfortunately we haven't. And I can play to the fans there today. I totally agree with them. They can give me criticism today, definitely.
You said to me in the past that you shouldn't get too high when things are going well. You shouldn't get too low when things are going badly. So do you have to take this on the chin and just accept that it's part of the learning process? There's a long-term plan in place here at the Cobblers? Yeah,
I've got to take it on the chin and make sure I get it right. We get it right. I get it right next Saturday. It is a tough moment. Probably right now it's probably our... with the injuries and stuff, I can't make excuses about that. They've happened, we've had loads, but you can't make excuses about that. We had enough out there to win that game today and see that out and manage the game properly. So I'm not going to make any excuses at all. There's none from me. We're going to be harder in what we do, stronger with our resolve, and work tirelessly to get this right next Saturday.
Is it a mental thing, John? Is it about, as you say, being more resilient and more determined on the pitch?
I felt we should have gone on and stepped on and got the second there and and kill the game right off, but we don't. And unfortunately, we leave them an opportunity to get back in at 1-1, and then in the 91st minute, I think they get the second goal.
It's a hurtful defeat today, John. Did you take any positives for it? There you got McWilliams through a period of play. You got Hoskins back among the goals, 17 now for the season. I'm sure you're the kind of guy that would look for positives if there are any.
You always got to take the positives and try and look at what you can build on. And look, we're not a bad team overnight. We are. There's certain aspects of our game that we've got to really make sure we nail down and get right. And we're going to make sure we work really hard to get them right for next Saturday.
Can you elaborate on what those aspects are?
No.
Okay, but you're very in your mind. You're very clear about what needs to be amended to get the Cobbers back on track.
Yes, certainly.
Okay. And no appearance today for Wright Phillips. Any particular reason why you didn't bring him on late on?
No particular reason at all.
No. Okay. So onwards and upwards, John. I mean, you said the fans were, they were groaning a bit today, but you accept that they had the right to be disappointed by the performance and the result.
Yeah, of course they do. And this is no disrespect to Grimsby. We shouldn't be losing at home today,
Yeah.
And just got to make sure we get it right next Saturday.
Just a final one. You're still in a position where you can compete for the top 3 and the top 7. Was there a degree of of almost being too successful earlier on in the campaign. You were flying high. I mean, sides come here now and they're up against a side who are one of the leading lights in League Two. They're determined to beat you. They maybe raise their game a little bit. Did you almost set standards too high early on in the campaign that are difficult to maintain when you've got such a long injury list?
It's part and parcel of football. No one wants to know about your injury list. No one wants to know about your form. No one wants to know about, all these things. All they want is wins and results, and we've created that and we've done that. But unfortunately, we're going through a tough patch at the moment, and we've got to come out of it, and we've got to fight our way out of it first and foremost. And that's one thing we need to do from the off.
Okay, thanks for your time.